morning. Good morning, teacher.
How are you, everybody? Hope you are all fine, doing well.
Fine, what about you?
Okay, hope you can hear me clearly and there is no interruption in the voice or something due to internet issues. And I hope today you will have a new day to continue what we started last time. Do we have a new members today? I guess that we have new names. Okay, concerning sending me requests here on Teams, I apologize for all those who sent me something on WhatsApp and I didn't reply yet. This is one. Two, please, for all those who sent me their names to add them on Teams and they cannot find that they are added already until now, please send me again so that I can add you, please. يعني هلا بيبقى بس those who I didn't add لأنه the first time I told you to send me your names the number was very big so I couldn't just know whom did I add and whom I didn't add. Okay, so I added as much as I can members, all the names, all the requests which were pending, I added them. And now if anyone who is still not added as a member and cannot log in because he or she doesn't have the email account, please contact me on WhatsApp privately. Okay, so for all those new members today who are just for the first time with us, you are all welcomed. And again, our course is designed in order to try together to improve our academic writing, to be on the right track of writing better. So why I'm saying this? Because I do believe that you are all good writers, you are all good at a certain level in English language, and now we are not starting from zero, we are not starting from one, we are starting from a certain level in order to improve, in order to make our writing much better, to call it academic writing. What do you mean by academic writing? More mature, more advanced, better in understanding, in the way you plan your writing, in the way you try to present your ideas, in the way you explain yourself, on the way you give examples, use good vocabulary, use good grammatical language, and be able to send your message, to deliver your message to your audience or your readers. Okay? Last time we started with chapter 1. We said that we are starting step by step, starting from writing a paragraph, which is the basic unit of a longer piece of writing. It's usually known as a set of sentences related to each other, and this paragraph usually has one main idea to discuss, only one idea in order to be coherent. Who would like to help in just reviewing the concept? What are the main parts of a paragraph?
Topic, the sentence, and controlling idea.
Who's speaking? Hassan? Hassan Rida?
Yes.
Yes. Can you repeat, please?
Topic, sentence, and controlling idea.
Yes. Your topic sentence, Hassan, is usually made up of how many parts? The topic sentence should be made up of
2 parts. 2 parts.
Yes.
The answer is 4.
Thank you, Hassan. Karine?
Yes.
Yes. Good morning.
Topic part to controlling.
Topic and controlling. Can you explain more? What do you mean by topic and what do we mean by controlling?
Topic about the main idea. We want to talk about it, and the controlling is what is this part?
Mm-hmm. So, thank you so much. Anyone would like to add a clarification? So the topic part is usually
controlling idea is the characteristics of what the topic sentence, the topic part.
Or specialized.
Good morning, I think Kauthar.
Yes.
Yes. So you mean that the topic part is the part which is usually called the main part. The main part or the main idea which will be discussed in the paragraph. The controlling is the part which makes the specific or the field of discussion more specific. I cannot, let's say, I want to talk about water pollution. I cannot say water pollution is a very dangerous environmental problem and just continue talking about it. It would take me many books, 100 pages, in order to talk about water pollution. In order to write a well-organized paragraph, which is well-organized and very well coherent, I should first present that there is a topic sentence, and then I need to put a controlling part. The controlling part is the part which makes the field of discussion more specific. Example on this, water pollution is a dangerous environmental problem which has two causes. Two causes here is the controlling part, which means that you are able to control your field of discussion. Is it clear? This was just an example. You can apply it on different topics the same. You should always be aware that you write a topic, then you should be able to control. The part controlling, when you say there is a controlling part, this is not absurd. This is not from nothing. This is to make sure that you as a writer able to control your field of discussion. If you don't put a controlling part, then your writing may be out of your control. هلا one may ask me إنه لا نحن من زمان بنكتب, we write from since a long time وما بنعمل controlling part. No way. No way. There should be a controlling part so that you'll be able to control your writing. This will help you to be definite and precise. لأنه many times many students may tell me I know the idea, I know the topic, I'm very familiar with the idea, but I lost my ideas. I couldn't know how to continue, right? Does this happen with you? Yes, most probably. Why? Because you weren't very specific. You should be specific in a way, okay? So my topic sentence should be actually made up of two parts, the topic part and the controlling part. Okay. After that, I move to the middle, the essence of this paragraph. What do I need to do after this? Start writing my supporting sentences, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What are the supporting sentences? What's the function of the supporting sentences?
Developing the topic sentence.
Developing the topic sentence. Who said it? Jawad?
Yes.
Yes. Can you explain how you try to usually you develop your topic sentence? What's the strategy you follow to develop your topic sentence?
I add supporting details that ensure about what I'm saying in the topic sentence.
Okay. And what's actually the kind of sentences you use? What's the kind of support you use usually? You know that we have the variety of options to use, right?
Like statistics, we add numbers,
Facts.
of experts.
Yes, I can vary between, thank you. Yes, anybody else would like to add?
Real life example.
Hassan, yes. Real life examples.
Real life
Yes,
example.
that's true. Then I have statistics, numbers, real life examples. There was a lady saying something. Kauthar, yes?
I said facts.
Facts, yes. All what you said right now actually is correct in a way that you, in writing your supporting sentences, you should be aware of making this kind of uh, accumulation of ideas, which all should be suitable for the topic. I want to support. So what does this mean? The word support usually in life means someone who helps or something which helps you. When I say I have a supporting system, what does this mean? Something which supports me, strengthens me, makes me stronger. Or, in another way, support my point of view, support my theory, support my ideas. Same applies to writing. When you say supporting sentences, this means that your sentences should be able to support your topic, support your idea. I want to convince people that child labor is a very dangerous problem. For example, let's say that you have a subject that to talk about child labor, and then you want to convince and to say that child labor is a real dangerous social problem. In order to support, you should use real life examples, and then of course you should start with certain facts, and then you should add, as Jawad and Hassan and all of you said, that you should write some statistics and numbers. If between brackets, make sure, and we'll have a full chapter about this later on, statistics and numbers, as much as they are effective and useful, as much as they are dangerous in writing, that if you just insert numbers, don't just put numbers randomly out of nowhere. If you want to insert numbers, there should be critical and accurate, and you should be 100% aware that these numbers are correct. Yani, what does this mean? I cannot, for example, say, Wallah, 90% of the Lebanese people are smokers. Don't ever put numbers randomly just because you think like this, أو نحن بنسمعها من الناس، أو لأنه نحن we watch this on TV. Even TV shows, even all the programs sometimes could be not very authentic. You should be sure when you put number in your writing that this number is 100% true. You got what I mean? I cannot just put numbers. ما فيني أقول والله نحن عنا 70% of Lebanese children are workers. This could be wrong. You may be given a wrong idea and a wrong idea about the Lebanese society. Okay, so you never use numbers unless you are sure of it. The same thing as for statistics. The negative side. When you have the positive side, when you are very sure of the numbers and you use them, this will give you a strength in your writing. This will show that you are someone who is a real expert in your field, a good writer, someone who studies his files very good. You got what I mean? يعني don't put numbers لأنه سمعناهم بالسهرة. Don't put numbers لأنه نحن هيك فكرنا. Don't put numbers لأنه نحن we over. Usually في عنا نحن هيك in this society what we call overgeneralization. Yes, anybody wants to say something? So there is something which is called overgeneralization, وهي اسمها التعميم، وتعميم خطير لأنه نحن when we start giving generalization لما بنقول كل ladies they cannot drive well، كل كل teenagers هن they have psychological problems، all the Lebanese people are arrogant، all whatever is I don't know, all for example. Yeah, examples are many, I cannot recall all. So don't be among those who overgeneralize. Don't judge without being really sure of what you're talking about, especially if you want to be a good writer and your topics would like to be in a way authentic and good pieces of writing. This is according to supporting. Supporting details should be relevant to the topic. This is number one. Many students بيكتبوا good essay and then I correct the essays, I give them their grades, whatever. They come and ask me why we didn't take a high grade, for example, or a full grade, even if there is no full grade. So I just look at them. Who told you that you, even if you write very good grammar, good vocabulary, good organization, sometimes supporting details could be irrelevant. What does this mean? بيكونوا هن they wrote a long piece of writing و they actually يعني gave many good examples and good ideas, but sometimes, and especially in supporting details, they were off topic. Off topic يعني out of sudden بعرف انه عم نحكي عن smoking بصير في عنا jumping على smoking انه هي exported from another foreign countries. يعني هيدا الجump بالايدياز sometimes which happen واللي هي sometimes pay attention بتكون منا دليل انه students are not clever ابدا. هي بتكون it's a kind of example on that idea that you have an overflow of ideas sometimes. في عندكم accumulation of ideas and you want to express them all. Sometimes some students they may get out of topic. So pay attention very well. Your supporting sentences should be relevant to the topic. Okay? That's a golden rule if you want. After you finish supporting the details, you try to go to conclusion in one case that your paragraph is what? When do I
A
write a
single paragraph.
Zainab, yes?
It's a single paragraph, so we can
Thank
use
you.
a concluding
What do you mean
sentence.
by single paragraph?
One,
It's
Yes.
not an essay.
not an essay, not a complete one.
Thank you. Thank you. So the single paragraph is the one which stands by itself, that it does not belong to another collection of paragraphs in a longer essay. It stands by itself. It's an independent essay. Sorry, a paragraph. When it is an independent paragraph, so you need to conclude in order to tell the readers that now you are done with the idea and you want to conclude, to give a good conclusion. We come to your concluding sentence. Usually the concluding sentence has two things to do. Number one,
it restates the main idea or summarize.
okay, Abdul Hadi, and who's the lady was speaking?
Hanien.
Yes, Hanin. So as you both said, that's true. It could be a restatement of the topic sentence, restatement of the main idea, and in a way, it could be a summary of all the things mentioned all over the paragraph. Okay? بس أكيد لما بقول all the things mentioned in the paragraph يعني ما برجع بعيد كتابة الباراجراف كله 10 to 15 lines ما بتكون هي 10 lines هي 3 lines 2 lines وفي students عندهم ability to write a conclusion in 1.5 sentences and then to be very comprehensive in this. Okay, so if you are writing a paragraph which is part of another longer essay, then no need to conclude. Okay. This was a general idea about the parts of a paragraph. Concerning the book, yesterday I received many messages from you that you are asking me to download it here or whatever, so I did. If you can find the place where it's written OneDrive here on Teams, you can find the book here, uploaded there. Okay, so try to check it, please. And I resent it yesterday on WhatsApp. So I hope that it can happen this time.
No, teacher.
Okay. Yes. As a who said something?
بعد ما عم فينا ننزلها.
ما عم تقدر. Okay.
يمكن
هيدي على
لأنه
واتساب. You mean على WhatsApp, right?
Yes.
طيب. هلا today when we finish this lecture, please, I want some of you or one or all of you, it depends, try to check here on Teams. There is a device, I think on files. Try to check it. We have what we call OneDrive. So try to check if it's, I uploaded yesterday. So try to check if you can find it, please. Okay. If not, so I'll try to check with someone to help me on in this issue. Okay. Just a very small reminder, please.
What did you call it, your teacher?
It's writing English, I think. Writing English.
أختار الأنتري OneDrive.
No, there's no something like that.
Yes, وأنا كمان ما لقيته.
أنتري.
Let me check. Yes, you couldn't find?
No.
No.
Okay. طيب, let me check with someone who's expert in this. لأنه I'm not expert in this, but yesterday I uploaded. I'm sure of this. بس ما بعرف how you can find it. And then I will send you a message on WhatsApp to tell you what to do and how to find it. Okay, and if someone who is expert in this field here, if you can help, just send us the way. Anyway, so far just a reminder, واللي هي out of topic, يعني ما لها علاقة بالbook at all. It's not a kind of just giving orders, but it's a kind of respecting the class. Again, please, anyone who enters this session and has the intention to continue the lecture, you are most welcome to my lecture. Okay? Anyone who's just coming to have a sneak peek and just to say hello and leave, please refrain yourself. يعني فينا نحن نبعت عم تقدروا تاخذوا عم تقدروا تسمعوا recording، عم تسمعوا if you want to ask me, I'm here every time. But it's not respectful that you enter the class, just you woke up, you did your coffee, you want to say hi to yourself and يلا هات لشوف هالجماعة شو عم يعملوا هيك نشوف ناخذ فكرة, and then you leave. Okay, it's a classroom. I can see the names. I have all the names in front of me. I'm just recording everything. And I said it last time. Those who enters the class, then they want to leave for any reason, please you just give me an excuse, and I'm not holding the hands of anyone. Yani I'm not holding tight to anyone. Those who don't want to attend, refrain yourself, be comfortable. Go anywhere, go and sleep, do whatever you want, but don't enter my class and then leave it for no reason. Okay? Let this to be known to everyone, even those who are not attending today. I don't like, it's not مش بس I don't like, يعني ما it's what I like and dislike. It's not acceptable in my class to anyone to enter the class and just leave لأنه يلا حضرت نص ساعة تسجل attendance أو لأنه يلا صار فيني فل عرفت عن شو عم يحكوا اليوم boring. Okay? Please refrain yourself. Those who want to continue with me, you are most welcome to my class and to my heart. Those who don't want to come, that's very normal to me. Okay? هلا رح تشوفوا انه the same applies in university. كمان it's not acceptable حدا يفوت مؤخر ولا حدا يطلع before timing. That's a classroom. As much as you respect the class respects you, and your instructor respects you 100 times. Okay? And sorry for interruption, just a reminder if we have anyone who is new today with us. We'll go to our book just to share something about what we were talking about. You know what happened yesterday? I sent it here to Teams, so I cannot find it also. I had it on the desktop, so I sent it here to Teams, so I cannot find it on my desktop. هلا لا أنتوا عم تلاقوها ولا أنا لبوك. Okay. Can anybody please help in finding the book here on Teams if you have the ability to check? Okay, it seems I have some problems here in sharing the book, so we'll continue in general until I solve this problem in order not to waste your time anymore. So continue talking about the main characteristics of writing a good paragraph. What do you think is the second step that you should always pay attention to while writing a paragraph? Now, let's say that you organized your paragraph, you wrote everything that you should actually be done with, like your topic sentence, your controlling, the supporting details, then you concluded. Now we come to important characteristics of your paragraph. Do you remember when we said that you want to use a topic sentence? What did we say about the topic sentence? What does it express?
The main idea.
Main idea, very good.
Main idea.
Very good. We said that the topic sentence usually expresses a main idea. Okay. And we said that a paragraph which stands by itself, a single paragraph, is actually one which has only one main idea. So when I'm saying that a paragraph with only one main idea, what I'm saying at the same time, the whole paragraph is discussing only one main idea. You got what I mean? So what do you call this? The paragraph which expresses or discusses only one main idea. It has unity. It has unity. What does unity mean? Yes.
تضامن شيء.
وحدة. اتحاد يعني teacher.
Yes. In writing. اتحاد you mean, or وحدة, whatever, all the definitions you mentioned.
Coherence.
Coherence is something else, but they are related. Coherence is something very important, is the second characteristic that we will discuss now, but unity means something else. Unity means that all the parts of the paragraph from the beginning until the end are related by one main idea. The paragraph discusses only one idea. That's it. The paragraph discusses only one main idea. All the parts of this paragraph are related in a way to defend, to support this idea. This is what we call unity. Now we come to coherence. What about coherence? What does coherence mean?
تماسك بين sentences يا teacher.
This is in Arabic. Can you try to say it in English in a way related to writing? Coherence, you said that you mean that all the parts of the paragraph are holding to each other in a way that each one is related to the other in a very successful way. The word cohere is actually a Latin word, means adhere, tightened, or related strongly to. This is the meaning of cohere. They say something cohered to something else, something related, strongly related. That's the point. In writing, all the parts of your writing, whether it's a paragraph or an essay, they should be coherent, should be related. I cannot bring one idea from the space and one from the outer space and try to put them all down on my writing. There should be a kind of relation. I cannot jump from one idea to the other out of sudden. I cannot make jumps. I cannot make my readers lose attention all the time. I want my readers, I want my audience, if I'm giving a speech or delivering a speech, I want all the time the attention of the readers, the attention of my audience, my spectators, to be focused. If I am a writer, I want the readers to be all the time reading with interesting mood. So how can I do this? By writing a coherent and unified paragraph or essay, but meanwhile we are talking about paragraph. هلا you will find later on when you have the book that no أنا هلا صرت chapter 2 بس just giving you ideas in general background about all the important things about writing a paragraph. And of course later on when you'll have your copy of the book, and of course لما بيصير برجع بقدر اشوف شو صار عندي هون لأنه I cannot share the book. We will do exercises and you'll have plenty of examples which will make the idea clearer for you. Now going back to coherence, so when I say that this paragraph actually has coherence, how can it shows? How can you know that there is coherence?
The structure of ideas are clear.
Haneen, the structure of ideas you mean is clear?
Yeah.
Type. I liked the way you said it, but what do you mean? Yani, when I say the structure is clear?
They are connected to each other.
That's the point. Now you are more accurate. أول وحدة ما كانت accurate. ما عرفت شو يعني structure is clear. يمكن أنت you mean it in the way. The second one, what did you say the second time?
They are connected to each other.
The parts of the paragraph are connected to each other. That's true. That's correct. When the parts are connected to each other, thank you, Haneen. When the parts are connected to each others, then you feel that while reading, ما عم نعمل jumping. You know, while you read and you feel that you are jumping, then you feel that you may fall down. You're not satisfied in reading. What kind of writing is this that you'll make the reader just jumping from one idea to the other? Even you yourself, if you write something and you want to review and you find that you are just jumping from one idea to the other, you'll feel that there is a kind of something missing. So you should pay attention that all the parts should be in a way related. The topic sentence should be related to the supporting, because the supporting should be relevant. The supporting sentences should be related to each other by certain joints. How should they be? How should they be related to each other, the supporting sentences? How they should be related? كيف يكونوا related to each other, supporting sentences?
They talk about one concept.
Let me take more than one opinion. Kawthar?
They talk about one concept.
Okay. Good point of view. The whole supporting details are talking about one main idea. Okay. This is related to unity. How can you make the sentences related to each other? Technically. Jawad?
We can repeat pronouns.
What can you do? Repeat?
Repeat pronouns, names, or using the...
Okay, repeat the pronouns. What? Repeat nouns also and names. What do you mean? Can you be more accurate in this? Explain more.
If you use subject pronouns, we use another sentence, the same one, like she, it. We can use verb consistency also.
That's a point which is very important. I'll help in making it clearer. You mean that you want to stress on the subject, to stress on the main character, if we have a character, to stress on the key noun in the whole topic. Can anybody add to this? And what you said about the consistency of pronouns is also very correct, but I want to stop with the first one. Your friend said that I want to repeat key nouns. What do I mean by key nouns? Key nouns.
Key nouns are the most important words that my paragraph is discussing.
Can you please repeat? I couldn't hear at the beginning.
Key nouns are like the most important words that I am discussing in my paragraph.
Very good. Can you give an example? An example?
as the last time about gold.
Yes.
Yes, and we can use linking words to
Very
link
good.
supporting details with the sentences.
Very good. Going back to the key noun, and you said that you are giving me an example about the paragraph which is about gold. What is the key noun in that paragraph?
Gold.
Gold, that's
Gold.
it. So if you read the passage or the paragraph again, you will find that gold is repeated more than 7 times in that paragraph. So it's a kind of repeating the key nouns in order to keep in mind of the reader that this is the topic idea. To make to make the reader all the time tuned and have this kind of attention on the key noun, key term. فيها تكون let's say pollution, فيها تكون child labor, فيها تكون civil marriage, فيها تكون penalty death, فيها تكون any topic اللي هي عم نحكي عنها بس بيكون في عنا key term أو key noun whatever. In this case, you need from time to time while writing to repeat this key noun in order to remind the reader whom you are talking about, to make this kind of stressing. This is 1. 2, if you don't want to repeat because you are afraid or of kind of boring, you don't want to be boring, you don't want to do some kind of boring repetition, you can do as your friend said, by adding some pronouns. Pronouns should be in consistency with the key noun. يعني إذا أنا عم بحكي عن a person whom you refer to he, you should add it he in consistency, or she, okay, it, they, depending on what is the key noun. This is one way that you repeat the key noun. Use consistent pronoun. And number 3, I think Abdelhadi said it, use linking devices. What do you mean by this? And this is very important.
Like similarly, in addition.
Yes.
Yes.
And
What
the
else?
Transition
supporting
signals we have.
details to clarify, to exemplify.
By adding these linking words, what's the job of these linking words?
Let the sentence be more connected to each other.
Very good. Connecting the sentences to each other. Batul Salman. You said it?
Yes.
Yes. So thank you. So here is the job of the linking devices. Well, they have another name also, transition signals. You are very familiar with them since school days. We always stress on students, use them correctly. You have a very long lists of them, thousands of them, and, but, or, yet, so, in addition, for example, even though, although, however, therefore, moreover, in contrast with, in comparison, in spite, despite, all of these and many more are called transition signals, and they are actually the grammatical names linking devices. Why? Because they link, they make a bridge between the sentences so that the reader will not fill in gaps, so that the writer himself will not fill in gaps. ما بيوقع. Keep on the same track, keep moving smoothly. To have a coherent paragraph or an essay, this means that you are reading smoothly, fluently. Imagine you are reading an article or a story or an essay. All the time you need to stop and jump, stop and jump and stop out of sudden. This would be a kind of mess. This would be a kind of boring work. So instead of this, you should do your best in order to write an essay or a paragraph where all the parts are linked to each other and connected in a smart way. What do I mean by smart way? كمان when using the linking devices, I should be smart enough to use the suitable ones. ما فيني يكون أنا عم بحكي عن two things which are contradicting أو بقول and right؟ ما فيني يكون عم بعمل similarity and then out of sudden أقول إنه in contrast with this okay أو pay attention لأنه they have meanings therefore عندها meaning however عندها meaning moreover it has a meaning so each one of these transition signal has a certain meaning. To avoid committing mistakes in writing, we should do something that we review all of them. And this is also another thing that you will find it in your book. We have a table, several tables, each table with certain set or list of these transition signals and with the meaning of each transition signal. So go back to coherence. How many conditions do we have to achieve coherence in writing? How many conditions? Let's try to review them together.
4.
Thank you. Can you recall them, please?
Repeating key nouns, consistent pronouns, transition signals, and relating ideas logically.
Very good. Thank you, Jawad, for the last one, which I didn't mention yet. Thank you. You reminded me. Can you tell us what do you mean by this?
We can say the ideas, mentioning the ideas, each one. When we finish the first one, we start in the second one, like
you
this.
You mean move logically from one idea to the other?
Yes.
Yes. And I will add to this, it's that, thank you. So as your friend said, we have 4 conditions of writing a coherent paragraph. And later on, of course, you apply the same conditions on writing a coherent essay. Okay, so this is why this lesson is very important. It is related to writing a paragraph and in writing a coherent essay. يعني رح تاخدوه هلا بالستيج اللي نحن عم نخلص فيها paragraph writing وبعدين later on we'll again apply it to writing an essay. Okay, so we have 4 main conditions to achieve coherence. 1, repeating key nouns. 2, using consistent pronouns. 3, use transition signals. I usually add use suitable transition signals. 4, use suitable logical division. وهيدا كمان a very important condition which we have several lessons about it. What do I mean by use logical division? What is a logical division? وهلا you will all be surprised إنه كلكم you know it and you use it in writing بس يمكن in a different naming and different way. Do you remember when you always say, I'll give you an example, another hint. You want to discuss the causes of the economic crisis in Lebanon. Okay? And you want to mention, you want to discuss the causes, and of course, you want to shed light on the effects. What happened because of this crisis? What are the causes and what are the effects? What logical division you would like to use, or it's suitable to use? How would you organize your writing? Based on what?
Doctor, you
remember?
When I have to ID.
In order to hear you clearly, please, Batul, then Abdelhadi. So أنا باخد both opinions. Yes, Batul?
Doctor, you mean when we are talking about 2 ideas and something that have a cause and an effect, we talk about the first idea, we say the cause of it, and then we mention the cause of the other idea we're talking about?
Batul, can I make it easier for you?
What?
يعني انت قلت الايديا بس صعبتي على حالك, right? هي right? حسيتي هيك؟
مظبوط.
ايوه انا كمان حسيتها هيك. Thank you so much. Do you want to add? I will correct what you said in a way. Abdelhadi, you want to add something?
No, we should separate the paragraphs, one for the causes and another for the effects.
Yeah, thank you. هلا انتم صرتوا مثل ما بقولوا بالنتيجة بعد ما بلشنا بالأسباب. بدي منكم بس تقولوا لي شو اسمه هيدا الشيء شو what are we doing now using pattern of organization. That's it, Batul, right? And Abdul Hadi and all of you. Use pattern of organization. What do I mean by pattern of organization? The way I follow in order, the strategy I follow in order to divide and write my writing, my composition, my essay correctly. واللي انتو you do it every time بس يمكن تختلف أنا وياكم النامing بس. That's it. What do I mean again? When you want to discuss a certain topic which has causes and effects, then you write following cause and effect pattern of organization. What do I mean by the word pattern?
Pattern is the way we are writing our essay.
The way, the style. بالعربي الكلمة تعني نمط.
No.
Right? نمط, a pattern, okay? الأسلوب يعني the kind of something that you follow and it has, we always call, there is a certain pattern of life. This person has a pattern of life. This country has a pattern in politics. So you should write following a pattern. Pattern is something that you follow and you move throughout your writing from introduction until the conclusion. We have several patterns and you choose the pattern depending on the topic. If you want to discuss the causes and effects of a certain issue or topic, then you follow cause and effect pattern of organization. If you wanted to compare between two countries, what do you choose?
Comparison.
Thank you. Comparison, or we call it compare and contrast. This is 2. 3. I want, for example, to show, for example, that things are moving from most important to the least or vice versa in kind of a logical way. I divide it into 2 parts. One part I want to discuss this importance and the other side I want to discuss this kind of importance. This is the logical division. All of them are called patterns of organization or logical divisions. بس في عنا نحن pattern which is called logical division. So we have compare and contrast, we have cause and effect, and we have one which is very familiar, chronological order. Have you ever heard of this?
Yes.
Can anybody explain what do I mean by chronological order?
It is a time order.
Yes, very good. How can you use it then?
Can use first, then next, I think like this.
Yes, it's a kind of then listing in a certain arrangement, certain order. This is what you mean?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So until now I have the cause and effect, I have compare and contrast, I have chronological order. Cause and effect is that the one which I use when I'm usually discussing the causes, then the effects of a certain problem, of a certain topic. Sometimes you may discuss only causes, only effects, it depends. The compare and contrast is that the one which you use when you want to compare between two sides of a certain issue. You want to compare two countries, you want to compare two religions, two universities, two people. You want to contrast is that when you want to show the difference. I want to show the differences. I don't want to show similarities, I want to show the difference, complete difference. Number 3 is the chronological order. Chronological order is the one which is very commonly used among different topics. Why? It's used, as your friend said, it's just time order, is that you want to discuss how something happened depending on a procedure from A to Z, from 1 to 10. First, second, third, fourth, then next, later, at the end. 2. It is used when you are talking about a procedure. Okay, how a solar system transforms heat into energy. This is a procedure. You want to discuss this. then use chronological order. Even the simplest procedures, how to make a cup of coffee. This is what? A simple procedure, but you can use chronological order. How to raise a healthy child. This is a procedure, you use chronological order. Another time you use chronological order when you want to narrate a story. Once upon a time, there was a country where everyone was living happily. So this is chronological order. You use chronos, chronological order. Okay? So chronological order is used when you want to tell your own story, autobiography. بدكم تحكوا قصة حياتكم, so you can tell it using chronological order. You want to tell the story of someone's life, biography, use chronological order. You want to tell something using certain dates. Pay attention. دايما إذا في time clue يعني chronological order. In 1967, the Arab countries witnessed Al-Naksa. For example, when the Israeli troops, for example, occupied the Arab countries, 1967. Okay, this is a date. This is a certain date. The French Revolution took place in the 18th century. So, okay, this is another date. Using dates, using time, this is chronological order. Is it clear? So, the use of a suitable pattern of organization will give your writing a strength. You will appear as good writers. Okay? So, until now, we agreed on 4 main conditions of coherence, right? Who wants to repeat the 4 conditions of coherence?
The repetition of the keywords,
Yes.
using linking devices, using consistent pronouns, and using logical divisions.
Very good. Okay. So these are the main or the most important conditions in order to achieve coherence. And in achieving unity, what do you need to do? In achieving unity,
We should discuss only one idea in our paragraph.
very good. So until now, if you want to achieve unity, then you should use or discuss only one main idea from the beginning until the end of your paragraph. If you want to achieve coherence, then you should use or to apply the 4 main conditions, which are 1. Repeating key nouns. 2. Use, if you don't want to repeat the key nouns, use consistent pronouns. 3. Use suitable transition signals or linking devices. And 4. You should use suitable logical division or pattern of organization. Any question until now?
No.
Is everything clear?
It's not clear.
Okay. So do you know that next week we have to attend in university?
Yes.
Is it the first time you go to university or you started going before this?
The first time.
Is it for us too, since 2 years ago? Okay, so I have you on Tuesday and Thursday. Just one question, in case you want to add some makeup sessions, because I know that some other doctors are still on strike, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What are your availabilities?
Do you mean sessions?
What are your availabilities? يعني أي أيام أنتم ما عندكم فيها pressure، ما عندكم فيها lectures, whatever.
أنا Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, me too, Wednesday.
At what time?
أنا teacher Monday, Wednesday. I'm not going to college because في مقدربين يا teacher وفي معلمة teacher المات عم تعطينا online بدهاش تعطينا حضوري.
طيب أنا I mean إنه بدنا نعمل ميك اب سيشنز أكيد رح نعملهم أونلاين. No need إنه تروحوا على الكامبس. أوكي نحن بس إذا اضطرينا نروح كامبس بنروح على السكادجول. بس أنا I mean to give you extra sessions يعني like for example إذا بدنا نعطي extra sessions. Why I'm giving now extra sessions؟ في students رح يقولوا إنه لشو الإكسترا sessions؟ أول شيء نحن we started too late. أكيد too late. نحن عادة بنبلش أكتوبر. You know the circumstances are different this year. Two, في عنا different doctors اللي هن still on strike. Right? They are not giving lectures. Why I do not make a kind of use of this ونقدر إنه بهيدي الحالة ناخد lectures أسرع وما يصير عندكم pressure at the end of the semester لما يرجعوا كل الدكاترة والكل بدهم يعملوا make up session. That's the point. نحن in this case بنقدر نستغل الوقت ناخد our make up sessions right now. لأنه ما حدا بيعرف في دايما في exceptions ودايما في circumstances in Lebanon. So let's make use of our time. Okay? So أنا I mean إذا عندكم availabilities so we can have some makeup sessions online. إذا Wednesday is good that's fine. بس أنا عندي problem مش قبل الظهر لأنه أنا عندي different university Wednesday قبل الظهر. And I have other lectures. So if you can we can have it afternoon. Do you mind?
No.
For me, it's good.
What timing?
You tell me, do you prefer it like 6, like 7, like 5? Depending, 5 and above. لأنه بعرف قبل هيدا الشيء يمكن يكون عندكم sessions مو بعرف.
5 teachers, okay.
6.
Wednesday at 6? Okay, بس في students ما بيفضلوا at 6 لأنه بعرف which is المضحك المبكي يعني قصة الكهرباء والموتور وال you know.
5 كمان لا.
5 لا.
إنه بعد ال 6.
طيب 6 minutes يعني 6:10 fine إنه بنعطي بعد الستة ب5 دقايق ماشي الحال don't worry. Is it suitable Wednesday afternoon? في other choice اللي هو Saturday كمان.
لا Wednesday. Please.
No خلينا على Wednesday.
خلينا Wednesday. طيب. Let's put it right now. Wednesday at 6.
It's online, isn't it?
Yes.
No, okay.
Wednesday at 6. Is it fine? هلا اللي ما بيقدروا يعملوا joining at 6 فيهم يعملوا joining 6:05, 6:10. That's fine.
Doctor, I can join only 1 hour because at 7 I have work.
It's okay. هي عادة عم بتكون 1 hour and like 20 minutes يعني 1 and 80 minutes.
مش إجباري و recorded.
And all the time my sessions are recorded. أنا حدا بيسجل كل الlectures لإلي ولا مرة lecture منها. Okay. نعم إجباري شو؟
مش إجباري الحضور إنه إذا بدنا نحضرها بعدين.
You mean the attendance؟ طيب okay بس إنه أكيد أنا I prefer that you attend لأنه أنا رح كون عم بعطي new lessons. You know نحن لما بدنا نعطي make up sessions هالقد بعدنا بأول السنة لأنه الهدف إنه نلحق ناخد أكبر عدد من lessons. You know what I mean؟ عادة لما كنا نعمل make up sessions at the end of the semester بنكون عم نعمل revision بنكون بس عم نحل exercises. بس هلأ نحن ب period of the year بعدنا بأول السمستر بس we need to have new lessons. So أنا ما رح أجبركم تحضروا Wednesday. Just 1 minute please. ما رح كون عم بعملها no, I'm not forcing you بس at the same time I would like you to attend لأنه في new lessons رح تكون عم تنعطى في exercises we'll do it together. So أنا I'll do something. Right now رح نحطها Wednesday at 6. أي شيء بيتغير if I notice إنه majority of the students cannot attend رح أضطر أعملها وقت تاني بس أنا بعرف إنه كمان عم تقولوا Saturday could be difficult for some of you. هلا ما بعرف قد إيه difficult بس إنه He could be another good choice. Saturday, for example, at 12. He could come in.
Doctor,
Hmm?
and Wednesday and Monday, I will finish university at 5, and my home is far away from university, so I will arrive home at 6 or at 7 during to that
Muhammad?
conversation. Yes,
Let's speak. Muhammad. Your family, Muhammad?
Ayat.
Yes, Muhammad. Tab, you are not just listening to the lectures online until you are attending on site, on campus?
I will attend on campus, not in online. If you will do the session online at 6 on Wednesday and Monday, since I will arrive home at
أنا
7.
asking إنه أنتم بشكل عام مش كل الليكتشرز هن on site. ما هن مقسمين صح؟ في عنا weeks online, few weeks on site.
Yes, but when the session in campus.
إيه أنت عم
I
تقول
can
بالأيام اللي
attend.
في attendance بالكامبس ما بتقدر تحضر معنا.
Exactly.
That's it. هلا فينا نعمل حل وسط، فينا تكون 6:30 for example. ماني هالقد strict بهالموضوع، فينا نكون flexible together، فينا نعملها 6:30 I don't mind. خلينا نعمل أول شيء agreement على إنه تكون Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday.
6:30 I will late about 30 minutes to join.
No problem. إذا كنت late فيك تحضر الريكوردينج. بعدني عم بقول إنه أنا ما راح كتير حاسب على attendance، بس هالشيء ما بيعني إنه ما بقى حدا يحضر، لأنه حنكون عم بعطي new lessons. بس that's it. أنا بدي إياكم to be sure of this. هلا أكيد اللي عندهم question they can ask later on. اللي عندهم any inquiries they want to ask about something, I'm always here and we can make always a session for your questions. Okay, بس believe me, having extra sessions now much better. ما تقولوا لي إنه عندكم condensed program. بقدر أعرف إنه 3/4 الدكاترة بعدهم on strike. يعني هلأ هو much better إنه نعمل extra sessions better than at the end of the semester، لأنه كل الدكاترة رح يكونوا عم يعملوا extra sessions or makeup sessions. Okay. So far it's Wednesday at 6. If any changes occurred, I can tell you earlier, or we can discuss it on Tuesday. Okay. So far, do you have any question regarding what we covered until now? Everything's clear?
Yes.
Okay. I will check the issue of the book and will tell you through WhatsApp what happened, because actually something happened that I removed it from one place to the other. It should be uploaded here on Teams. If it didn't appear to you until now, so it means there's something wrong. I will try to check it, and hopefully we meet on Tuesday on campus. If not, Kamen, I will tell you. Are you ready to go to campus? I want to check the majority. Are you ready to go there on site or not?
Yes. Yes.
Do you feel it's much better? Is it better for you?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
You all prefer it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a new
Okay.
experience.
We all prefer it, but there's some people have hard circumstances to reach.
Yeah, I know. This is what I'm asking. But let me tell you something. Yes, you are right. نحن we are living nowadays in a different circumstances, extraordinary circumstances in Lebanon. But depending on my experience in teaching since 6 years, everything in life could be taught in a different way, but teaching online was one of the most extraordinary experiences. Nothing is compared to teaching your students or my students when we are in direct confrontation, when I'm in class. Nothing to be compared. Akid, I prefer to be in class with you. Akid, it's much better. Hopefully يمكن انتم ما تحبوا ما بعرف بس انه as for me is much better when I am in eye contact with my students. أنا بقدر أعرف students if they are satisfied in lesson, if they understanding or not, if they can understand what we are explaining. If you got bored, I can see it on your faces. أكيد it's different when teaching face-to-face than teach or personal than teaching online. But we will also keep in mind, and we have different circumstances, and as you said, Abdelhadi, we have bad circumstances in the country. We cannot blame anyone who cannot attend, but we hope that we can all overcome these circumstances, and hopefully we can meet on Tuesday. Until that time, please, if you have any question, you just ask me. I'm here at any time. If I cannot reply on the spot, I can reply the other day. And sometimes في حدا بيبعت لي واتساب ما بقدر جاوب at the same time بيكون I'm having some other occupations. I can answer you on the second day. This is one. Don't hesitate if you have a question to ask anytime. Two, from now until that day, please keep safe and take care and have a nice weekend. That's all.
You too. Okay, thank you.
Teacher, can I tell you something?
Yes, you can.
Just the book and the writing that you sent, it didn't open with me.
Who is speaking? Zainab?
No, sir.
Kauthar, the book I sent, what?
It didn't open with me or anyone else.
خالد حتحاول.
Kauthar, I talked about this earlier, dear. قلت إنه it seems there is a problem. وإذا لاحظتوا I couldn't share the book even لأنه أنا I removed it from my desktop to the Teams. I couldn't open it with you today on Teams, which means that it is really uploaded. يعني النقل هو من الديسكتوب على Teams بس ما عم ينفتح معنا على Teams. That's the problem. That's the point, dear. Anna, I'm doing my best. Then you'll have the book very soon. But then it's the first time the book it's not opening on PDF على الفونز. عادة حتى على الفون عم يفتح. أنا عندي ماشي حاله حتى على الواتساب. So, and to keep trying, please. And I will check what to do with this. Okay? It seems ما كنتي عم تسمعيني منيح throughout the lecture. يلا anyways don't worry أكيد we'll work on this وأكيد you will have your book don't worry at all again have a nice day.
You too. Bye. You too.
Thank you so much.
You too.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.